Well, hello again, everyone. Back working on a 67 Ford F100. And in our first video, we built the console, covered the door panels, made new kick panels and covered them. They all match the seats. So today we're going to be doing a headliner. And we'll be putting the same vinyl on it as we put on the rest of it. The only thing we need to do before we put it in here, we've got to run another wire, which is that white wire laying in the floor over there. We've got to run it up to the dome light. I need two wires to it, so I want to make sure we do that before we put the headliner in. This is a bald headliner, this board. We didn't make it. That's one thing that is available for these trucks. Now it's not very pretty. It's I think it's black on the other side. Yep. This is a membrane we're going to put under the vinyl. It's a lot thinner than what we used on the console and the kick panels. We're going to use this for an underlayment, and then of course cut the vinyl, and we'll just be cutting the vinyl flush on the headliner. We'll follow the contours of it. We don't need it lapped over because we have trim pieces that go on around the perimeter, and we got a hole right in the center that a screw goes in. Here's the trim pieces for the headliner, and we're going to try to cover them with material, with vinyl also. I think we can get the material to stick to them okay, and we'll try to get this headliner put in today. I think this is a third can of glue, isn't it? That's one thing, it does take a lot of glue when you buy the aerosol can like that. Okay, 5 minutes and we'll stick them together. Alright, if it gets this rolled down, then we'll flip it over and trim the edges. Be ready for the material. It's the underside of the vinyl. These smaller roller, don't we? That's the smallest one we could find. And we have the glue on these two shorter pieces to go on the back of the headliner, towards the back of the cab. So we're about ready to put on. We'll see how they stick. I think they're going to stick okay. We're going to take an awl and punch a hole through the material where the screws go. Alright, we're putting the leather straps on the headliner, and we've lined them up with the console and have them glued down. And now we're going to put the rivets like we put on the console. Alright, headliner is in. Wasn't a very easy job. It wants to fall down on top of you as you're putting it in, so. But fits good. We covered the steering wheel in the same material. This steering wheel had the black foam, the kind of hard foam that we just had screws in the back. You just pull that off and we wrap material around it, put it back on. So next we'll be doing behind the seats. We've got 2 panels to build there. Okay, time to make the panels here behind the seats. As you can see, this is a pretty sharp bend right here. We're going to try to make the panel match that bend. Here's the ABS plastic. This is 1/8 inch thick and pretty flexible. Now, it's not as flexible enough to bend without heating it up and trying to make that contour on. This is the bottom. We're on the passenger side, so this is the bottom, and it slurs slightly down there where the bend is. And this goes up in behind the console at the top. But what we're trying to do here is bend this to match the curve behind the seat. And we got a cardboard tube with clamps. We've never attempted this before, so we don't know what's going to happen, but we're thinking it's going to work because we've already heated it a little, and you see it's got a slight downward bend in it. So we're going to get the heat gun out here and go at it and see what we can accomplish. Time for underlayment. We have it bent into the shape we want. And we think it's going to work, so we're going to put the underlayment on it. Those single edge razor blades work good, but they get dull really quick. When they start out, they're really smooth cut, and the longer you use them, the rougher the cut gets. Passenger side covered. So let's try it and see how good a fit we have. Driver's side, of course, the same angle. And here's a cut on the driver's side. One thing we did find This breaks better than trying to cut it with a saw. You see how smooth that cut is. When we scored it with the utility knife, about 3 or 4 times, and it broke right off. Now, we had to cut this because no way of breaking it both ways there, but ready for glue. The back panels are completed. Hope you enjoyed the videos on the interior on this 67 Ford F100. And FYI, we're not for hire. We don't do this for anyone else. But we are pretty pleased with the way it turned out. To have never bent that ABS like we did, never done that before, and just come up with some good ideas, and it really looks good. Put a new mirror and mirror bracket. That's actually off of a 65 Mustang. That'll accept the sun visor tips. And here's behind the seat. Speakers on both sides. Dome lights in. And a headliner. Alright, one last look. Got it pulled outside. Still a lot of shadows, the sun shining in different places, but you can see it a little better. Got his dome light in. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. And we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks.